Hi, I'm Justine Louise. Welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to talk about something a little bit different, and it's about products that seem to be everybody's holy grail, best-selling, top sellers, ultimate favorite beauty items that just didn't work for me. I tried and tried and tried, and I just can't make them work. So I thought I would share my experience with you and see if maybe you feel the same and it's not just me. So some of these items I've already decluttered, given to mom, sold, or returned. I do have a couple of them still on hand because they were expensive and maybe I'm just still trying to make them work, or I don't know, for whatever reason. So the first one I'm going to start off with is It Cosmetics CC Cream. I just don't get it. And if you're wondering why so much is used and you're thinking, well, you must have used it a lot, must have really enjoyed it. I actually decanted it into a small tub because I used it when I went to Australia because I wanted a 50 sunscreen. And every day I thought my skin doesn't look that great. But that was the only foundation I took with me just for the sunscreen. Now, I bought this when it first came out to Sephora because IT Cosmetics was really difficult to buy in Canada prior to that. So now it's available at Sephora. It's a lot easier. So I did buy this one from my local Sephora and was color matched. And I just didn't really like it. So I tried it with a primer, without a primer, with a brush, with a beauty blender. None of it works really that well for me. And then I got a sample of the illuminating one, and that was a little bit better, but I wasn't going to invest another, I don't know how much this is, but it's not cheap. I wasn't going to invest again in this product. So I'm stuck with this one. I think I might give it to my mom because I just don't like it. Although I am going to South Africa, so maybe I might use it there just for the sunscreen benefits. But other than that, I just don't like it. And just for your reference, I am oily skinned and mature skin. So maybe it's just not the right product for my skin type. I don't know. Another one that I just don't get is the Laura Mercier translucent powders and the Secret Under Eye Brightening one. I just don't get it. These are both sample deluxe sizes. I've never actually gone out and purchased this product. This was in a kit that I bought from Sephora, and I think this was 100 point puric or something like that. I definitely did not buy these items. This is a setting powder. It's okay. I just don't get it. I much prefer my MAC mineralized skin finish as a finishing powder or setting powder because it makes my skin look luminous and nice. This does nothing. I don't feel it makes my skin have a longer makeup wear time. It just doesn't do anything, so I just don't get it. The next one is the brightening one. I'm actually using it on my under eyes today. That being said, I am also trying a bunch of samples. If you haven't seen my sample declutter, I'm going through samples and using them up, and some of them have been huge fails, including the one I'm using today, which is a Tarte Maruca. I'm not sure what the oil is. Maruca oil concealer. It's just awful. Even my husband said, wow, your wrinkles are really prominent today. Or maybe that's the eye cream too, because I am using a eye cream. So it's just a mishmash of a bunch of stuff. But anyway, I've used this under eye brightening powder many times, and I've never seen what all the fuss is about. And today it actually even stuck to dry skin patches under my eyes I didn't even know I had. So yeah, no, not a big fan. Another one is the Algenist Eye Balm. Everyone just raves about this, and I just don't understand what all the hype is about. And again, I didn't purchase this one. I think it was a 100 point perk or in a gift box or something, skincare favorites or something from Sephora. So again, I didn't buy it, but it is a large amount, so I am getting a lot of chances. It's not like a one-time sample and I'm not happy. This is enough for me to decide whether or not I like it, and I don't. I just don't see what the fuss is about. I'm going through it because I have it and I'm just trying to get through some of my samples, but I don't see anything positive about it whatsoever. It's nothing like my nice Shiseido that I love so much. The next one is Charlotte Tilbury. Now, I'm actually falling out of love with Charlotte Tilbury. I've bought quite a few products of hers, and to be honest, a lot of them are turning out to be duds for me. And even ones that I've used before that I really enjoyed, I'm now finding other brands are a lot better. So anyway, that's my thought on Charlotte Tilbury at the moment. So this product in particular is supposed to be the most fabulous lipstick you can possibly get, and that is called Pillowtalk. It's one of her matte colors. It's supposed to be your lips but better. Well, I'm sorry, but if this is my lips but better, I hate to think what my real lips are, because this makes my lips look thin, and I don't have thin lips. I have nice full lips, and I feel they look like thin and all puckered, and I don't know if it's because of the matte formula or the color. I have no idea. I've even tried to ombre it a little bit, because that's usually what I do to make my lips look a bit fuller, and nothing. I don't see what all the hype is on this color. So I haven't decluttered it because I just can't bring myself to, because I keep thinking, well, maybe one day, maybe I'm just doing my makeup wrong or something. I don't know. Don't like. So the rest of the items I no longer own. And the first thing is Urban Decay Naked Palettes. I bought the basics, and then I bought the original, the first one that ever came out, and I didn't like either of them. I actually don't like Urban Decay eyeshadows, period. I find they're almost like paints. They just don't blend. Like once you put them on, and I'm not a makeup artist, as I mentioned, so I need a lot of blending. And I find once I put those on, that's where they stay. They're just too thick. They're very too pigmented for me. And maybe for some people that's fabulous, especially if you've got great skills putting on eyeshadow, but I don't. So I just found them just too thick, not very flattering. None of the colors wowed me, so I decluttered both of those. Another one is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Everybody says it's the most fabulous palette, especially for hooded eyes, so I raced out and bought it. I used it about 6 times, and not one of my looks I was happy with. The colors just didn't look good on my skin. I didn't find they blended very nicely. There was fallout, especially with the black. I just did not like it, and I just couldn't make it work. And the colors, I find if I like a palette, it's because it makes my eye color pop, because isn't that what we're all looking for? And this just didn't do anything for me, so out the door it went. Another one that's going to be a surprise is the Hourglass Ambient palettes from the holiday. They put one out every holiday season, and I did actually purchase one this past year, and I immediately returned it. I found none of it to be that great, and then there were packaging issues. I didn't like how close all the powders were together, and they were so tiny that if you put a brush in when they're face powders, they just touch the other colors. So anyway, that was a totally separate issue. But as far as the product itself, I just don't think they're that great. If you've seen, I've also have a Glambot video. That's actually where I've bought most of my Hourglass items, because I don't want to spend full price on them, because I just don't think they're that amazing. I don't know, maybe it's just me. That being said, I am wearing their bronzer today, and I'm also using their Radiant Light finishing powder, and it's nice, but it's definitely not my favorite. Another one is from Becca, and I love Becca, especially the Jaclyn Hill palette, which is my absolute ultimate favorite palette, hands down. I don't really mention it as a favorite because it was limited edition and you can't get it anymore, but if you saw my Glambot video, that's a place where you can always keep an eye out and see if it comes up there, because it is just an amazing collection. The colors are just perfect for me, and I love them. So this past summer I bought the Chrissy Teigan one, as well as the Holiday Apre Ski, and got rid of both of them. The colors just did not work for me. And in the Chrissy Teigan palette, there was a bronzer that everybody was raving about, but I just didn't get it. It just did not work on my skin. And when I returned it, the lady at Sephora actually said, you know, a lot of girls with lighter complexions are saying the same thing. So maybe it was meant for people with darker complexions. But I am seeing a lot of YouTubers that are similar coloring to me who rave about it. So maybe I was just spoiled with the Jaclyn Hill one, I don't know. But I just couldn't make those two palettes work for me at all. And next is Tarte Tartelette palettes. I bought the In Bloom, and just recently I bought the Toasted, and both of those palettes I decluttered. They're lovely palettes. The packaging is outstanding. The mirror is lovely. It stays open. It's great for traveling. But the colors in the In Bloom just did nothing for me. I think they were just too cool, too pink, mauvey kind of colors that just didn't work for my skin color. So I thought that was the reason, so I got rid of that. Then I bought the Toasted because the colors in the pans just looked amazing. And again, the colors just did not work on me. I bought it at the same time as the NARS Most Wanted palette, and I thought, oh no, I'm kind of duplicating here. They look so similar. But I ended up loving the Most Wanted, and I got rid of the Toasted because it just did not work for me. The colors just didn't enhance any of my skin color features, nothing. So, and I gave it about 5 or 6 shots and then just said, okay, enough is enough. Another one is YSL Touche Eclat. That's that highlighting pen thing that comes, you twist it at the bottom and it comes out. And I bought that at Sephora years and years ago when we didn't even have Sephora in Canada, and every time I went to Las Vegas it was a big deal to go to Sephora. And I bought it from there and I brought it home and I'm so excited, and I thought, what does this do? It does nothing for me. And I tried it and tried and tried. I tried to make it work because it was so expensive, and in the end I just gave it to my mom because I just cannot make that thing work. I don't know. Maybe I'm using it wrong, I don't know, but I've even watched tutorials on it and it just did nothing for me, so I got rid of that. Living Proof hair products. Everybody raves about them, and if you look at, I think Jennifer Aniston owns it, or she's a spokesperson, I don't know. Her hair is amazing, as we all know, so I was sucked in by marketing, of course, and they just don't work for me. I don't know if it's my hair type. Just to let you know, I have thin hair, fine hair, but I have a lot of it. So that's what my hairdresser tells me. And it is a little bit frizzy because of being color treated. So I need volumizing types of shampoos and things that work for fine hair. So I don't know if maybe that's why, because my mom, who has similar hair to me, hates it. I mean, loves it. It's her holy grail. Every time I get samples, I pass them on to mom because she loves a whole line. I haven't liked anything in the entire line, with the exception of the Volume Blast. I did get that in a Sephora kit at Christmas, and I am really enjoying that. But everything else, even the dry shampoo, I'm not a fan of. So another one is Ouai hair products. I can't stand them. Most importantly, I can't stand the smell. It's a very botanical, florally scent. I like sweet, fruity kinds of things. So the scent enough is off-putting for me that I don't like them. But they don't work for me, and especially not that foam mousse dry shampoo. It's just awful, awful stuff. So anyway, mom got all that, and she hasn't said anything, so I don't think she likes it either. So I think she likes her Living Proof. But anyway, I just do not like Ouai products. They just do not work for me. Tarte Shape Tape. I bought this because everybody was raving on YouTube about it, and maybe it's just my age, maybe it's more for younger girls, I don't know. Or maybe because I don't do those full dramatic looks with the contouring and highlighting and all that. I don't really know how to do that. So maybe that's why, but I just found it so thick, and it just made my under eyes just too light. I just looked strange. So anyway, I did declutter that, and I couldn't even use it as a spot cream. I just found it just way too thick and cakey, so I couldn't make that work either. And another one, it's kind of a love-hate. I absolutely loved the Lash Paradise, the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I think it was one of the #1 beauty buys of 2017 because it really is amazing. It's great price point, drugstore. It has a great wand. It's thickening, lengthening, volumizing, lasts all day, doesn't flake. It's just the perfect mascara, except it makes my eyelashes fall out. So unfortunately that was a huge fail. But I think that's just me personally. I'm allergic to everything. I don't know what it is. So anyway, I just couldn't make that work. And last but not least is the Badescu drying lotion. That just does not work for me. I do get cystic acne still, even in my 40s, I get it, and there's really not much you can do about it. There's all different things. I just bought a Zap Blue Light, which helps immensely. I've also used salicylic acid, which seems to work better for me than benzoyl peroxide. But anyway, I bought this Badescu. You look ridiculous going to bed wearing it, and it does nothing. So maybe that one's benzoyl peroxide, because I don't think that one really works for me. So maybe that's the reason. It smells very sulfury. So anyway, I decluttered that because it did nothing, absolutely nothing, no drying whatsoever. So that was a bye-bye. So anyway, I hope this helped you, and I'm curious to see if any of you have had the same experience, or if some of these are your tried and true favorites and your holy grails. I did also post another video, I'll leave a link below, on my tried, tested, and true products that I've used for years and years and years and years and still love, in case you're interested. But for now, these were my fails, unfortunately, and anyway, I'm wondering if they're your fails as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please click like. And if you want to see more of my videos, please click subscribe so you stay up to date on what I'm posting. And I hope to see you all very soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.